Will Maia and Eden and Nathaniel please come up? Oh, they're right there. Hello. So, our curtain call awards are given to the graduating seniors who have been volunteering with Luminart Empowering Voices for a number of years. Christy Sorkin and Randy Topper, please join me to introduce Maia Konowitz. Oh, come over here.
I have had the pleasure of knowing Maia Konowitz since all the way back when she was in middle school, and I couldn't think of a more kind, caring, and compassionate person to call my daughter Eden's best friend. They have been through so much together, from day camp to middle school and then to high school, spending an entire summer on a bus together as they toured the country with USY, multiple concerts, and of course, handcrafted birthday and Hanukkah presents. But we've been through a lot too, Maia and I. I got to do her hair and makeup for her COVID-era bat mitzvah in the middle of a snowstorm. I've even gotten to bird sit for her parakeet Sky on many occasions. And I finally got to accompany Maia and Eden to a Meghan Trainor concert when Maia surprised Eden with tickets for her birthday. Maia is not only a beautiful singer, as you've seen tonight, but she is a storyteller. And believe me, if you want to hear the entire story, Maia will not hesitate to tell you in great detail, which I truly appreciate. She also tells a story through her incredible artwork. She shares her unique point of view throughout every drawing, every painting, and every mural she creates. Maia, I hope that you continue to share your art and your voice as you continue on to your next adventure.
I have a little speech. Okay, let me pull it up. Okay. Thank you, Christy. It has been such an honor to perform with this talented group of people for the past 6 years. I still remember in 6th grade when Eden and I were learning the 50 State song during JCC after school, and Eden said to me, "Wait, you're actually pretty good at singing." And the rest was history. She introduced me to Illuminart, to Empowering Voices, and I couldn't be more grateful. I want to say thank you to my family for always supporting me and for coming to every show. Eden and Nathaniel for sticking with me when I forget the words to our songs. The Sorkin-Topper family for treating me like a third daughter, and for the open invite to Shabbat dinners. And most importantly, I want to thank Arlene for creating a space where I can be myself. Empowering Voices has been such an important part of my life, and I can't wait to come and see the show next year. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, cool. I have my phone in my hand. Thank you.
You can go stand over there. Well, you're going to be.
Do we take a picture right now?
Can we take a picture? Yeah, we'll take pictures later. How about that? All right. Randy Topper is going to introduce you to Nathaniel Lee.
I'm very glad you brought those props. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Randy Topper, and I am the Artistic Director Emeritus of Illuminart Productions. And over the past 16 years, I've had the privilege of introducing many wonderful and deserving honorees at our Empowering Voices events. But I don't think that I've ever been asked to speak about someone that I've had the pleasure of knowing personally, as well as I've had the pleasure of knowing Nathaniel. You see, before you today, you see a talented young man who's preparing to leave for college, where I know that he will have experiences that he will treasure for his entire life. I'm sure some of them will even involve academics. But I remember the first time that I met Nathaniel. He was 5 years old, and it was his first summer at the JCC day camp where I was working at the time. He walked right up to me and showed me his hands and said, "My nails are green." I told him I thought that was cool, and I asked him why he chose green, and he simply said, "'Cause I wanted green." 5-year-old Nathaniel could not have had any idea that my pages were going to stick together and I was going to mess up the joke. In that moment, how much that meant. Here was a 5-year-old boy who was not only unafraid to do his own thing just because he wanted to, but he'd managed to unknowingly reference one of my favorite lines from one of my favorite Broadway musicals in the process. Bonus points for anyone who catches the reference. Nathaniel, I'll tell you later. Nathaniel and his family are part of our moshav, which is Hebrew for village. You can hear them over there. And for the families involved has come to mean that we are family by choice. And that means I've had a front row seat in watching Nathaniel grow up, often literally as he's been performing for as long as I've known him. I've seen him in dozens of shows at Spotlight, Sikta, and Wagner. I just saw him play Charlemagne and Pippin in his senior class musical, a role I've been itching to play for about 35 years. And I was amazed at his skill as an actor. He stepped out onto the stage, took his place, and simply owned it. I was so proud. And I saw all 4 performances, so you know that he must have been good if I was still impressed after all of that. And it isn't just theater. Nathaniel's also on the Wagner High School football team. And let me tell you, only for Nathaniel would I spend afternoons out in the cold watching sports ball. But beyond accolades on stage and on the field, what I'm most proud of is Nathaniel's quiet presence. He's not always the center of conversation, but he's always present for the conversation and always has something important and often funny to say. He has a gentle confidence that lets people know he knows exactly who he is and that he is exactly who he should be. Nathaniel, this is a difficult speech to give because it means that you won't be sharing the stage with us next year. And I've truly enjoyed sharing the stage with you. But it's also an exciting speech to give because I know that you're on the brink of an adventure, and I'm glad that I'll continue to have a front row seat. Mazel tov.
I don't have a speech. Never been good at writing them, never been good. I just can't. I just want to thank Illuminart for all the opportunities to sing with them over these past 6 years, and I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, now for the hard part. Come over here. I don't even know if I can do this. When my first grandchild, Eden Sorkin-Topper, was born, I could never have imagined that one day she would be singing at our 10th Empowering Voices event. This is her 10th year. She started when she was 7. In fact, Luminart didn't even exist when she was born. But looking back, maybe the signs were always there. At just 3 years old, she was doing interpretive dances around my living room. In kindergarten at PS 54, she bravely stood on stage and sang Part of Your World as a solo in the talent show. That same year, she began ballet lessons and never looked back. As she shared in her bio, Eden has a deep love for dance, something she shares with both her mother and me, and that connection makes my heart especially full. Watching her grow over the years, not just as a performer, but as a thoughtful and creative young artist, has been one of the greatest joys of my life. And now, as she takes her next curtain call, not here, but at Wagner High School in Chicago at the end of this month, her passions are expanding to include the magic that happens behind the scenes. As a technical theater major in college, she'll discover new ways to tell stories and bring performances to life. Eden, I know that whatever your path you choose, you will approach it with creativity, dedication, and heart. I am so proud of the person you are and the artist you are becoming. And most of all, Eden, I love you more than words can express.
Hi guys. I don't cry.
Sorry.
I don't know. Okay. Hi, I'm Eden. Those are my parents. This is my grandma. And my sob is somewhere.
Right there.
Oh, right here. And my whole family's here.
Your aunt.
And my aunt Steph. And Lisa and Alan, hello. And my sister sang with us. I can't believe this is my 10th Empowering Voices. It's so incredible to be honored alongside two of my best friends. For a while, I was the only kid singing with a bunch of very talented people that were a lot older than me. After a few years, 3 more joined me, and we sang an amazing Sound of Music medley. And Ariel was our Maria, and Janine sang with us too, and it was amazing. Looking back at that video, I can't believe how small we were and how far we've come. They graduated and aren't performing with us anymore, and they're off in college, but I wanted them to know how thankful I am to have been part of that original kids group with them. We then evolved into the teens, and we're joined by Nathaniel and Maia and everyone else you saw on the stage tonight, including my sister, which is crazy, because in my head, she's like 5. But I really am so excited for this new batch of kids to keep the legacy going of singing a few sweet songs and then randomly switching to crazy angsty ones. Those ones are my favorite. Nathaniel, I've known you forever, and our families are so close that you are stuck with me, or I am stuck with you. Maia, you are my best friend in the entire world. Out of the 2 of us, you are the one with the driver's license right now, so... When we go to college, I will be calling you to pick me up because I miss you. And Nathaniel too, but I feel like I have to convince him a little more.
He's gonna be far away.
Yeah, Nathaniel will be far, and I'm mad. Also, thank you to my family for everything, and please stop crying because it makes me nervous. I wrote that, and now I'm crying, so whatever. I love you guys so much. I'll miss all of this when I'm in college, but I'll be back to come see the show. So thank you.
Can you take a picture?